Today, I want to talk about the importance of energy, where to fuel it, and how to get it. At the end of this video, I'll give you tips and tricks, what I personally do to be energetic. First, let's talk about where to fuel your energy. We all have energy. Either you're being well rested or you have caffeine or you have that sexual energy. Where to fuel it. Things you can fuel it into are the gym, into pursuing avenues with women, business, work, talking. It's all things that require energy and zest for life. When you go to the gym, you need to be energetic. Of course, you might not have it, but this is a video of how to build that energy up. So you have all forms of avenues to push that energy into. And when you don't fuel your energy into certain avenues into life, it's almost like a video game. You have a bar of energy, of this zest, of this fuel that makes you be able to go do things. When you go to the gym, it knocks it down. When you exert yourself talking to a whole bunch of strangers, boom, 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 you talk to that pretty girl and your energy dwindles throughout the day and it needs to be built up properly. So when you don't put this energy into things, your body will naturally get rid of it. You'll naturally stay up too late because you didn't exert yourself at all. You had no reason to go to bed. Your sexual energy, which is very tied to your just normal energy, if you don't disperse that in some way, even the gym uses that like sexual energy, that primal of just working out. If you're not going around talking to pretty girls or using your fuel, because if you went to the gym, this is how the gym correlates with sexual energy, is if you went to the gym and you got a physique that could attract girls, you're using that energy to become attractive to girls. And when you don't, we all know through semen retention, it builds up and your body naturally disperses it. That's normal and it's fine. But sometimes it happens more than often, sometimes too much if you're not physically trying to exert it. Just like the bar analogy, if your energy overloads, your body's going to find a way to get rid of it, to get tired the next day. So now that we know where to put this energy and what to do with it, we're going to discuss about how to get more of it, how to get different reserves of energy and fuel it into your daily life, into your goals, into what avenues you're trying to pursue. For the gym, for example, sometimes you're going to go to the gym super horny. That's just kind of the thing. But you can also go to the gym angry or sad. This kind of correlates to what I'll tell you later in the video. If you're angry, you can go to the gym and rip the weights, just go crazy. And you can purposefully get angry to fuel, to lift the heavy weights up. But not even that. Let's say you have work, like you have homework that's due, tomorrow. You're angry that you put it off. So you get that momentum, you get this oomph of this angry energy, and you go out and disperse it into accomplishing something. I think I put a video out where I just completely talk about how to fuel your anger. And that's a great video. It talks about if you get pissed off at the littlest thing, you can use that little pinch of anger to go out and accomplish something to counteract the original reason why you got angry. Another thing to get fuel, and this kind of ties with to motivation, is the reason why you're doing something. To remember the reason why you went to the gym in the first place. To remember why you started improving your life in the first place. Why you wake up 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, and go to bed early and be a genuine good human being. There's times when you're working hard and you forget the path that you took to get there. Excuse me. So you forget that path, and then you ease off the throttle. So you have to take time, maybe put it up on the wall, maybe have a photo of yourself before you start working out, and remind yourself why. Remind yourself, if you don't become successful, how are your parents going to retire? Use that dark mentality of why you're doing this to get fuel. And a kind of a sidetrack. My story is, when I had a kid, I wasn't that energetic. Of course, why wouldn't I? Of course, I had like growing up energy, going out and want to play and do that. But it became very dark because I didn't have anything to disperse my energy. I got deeply addicted to porn, and it ruined my life. And that's where I put my energy when I was a young kid. Another thing is, when I got in my teenager years, I became very lazy. And of course, I had fuel. I was a young boy filled with testosterone, but where did I put it? Video games. So like I talked to you before, is you have to know where to properly put this energy. Because you can expunge your energy like that and be tired for a few days, or just fuck up your life. We all have stories of what we did wrong and what caused it, and the energy and flow that was happening around that time. But to keep this momentum, to slingshot yourself through life, to accomplish that business, to wake up early and spend hours writing scripts for YouTube, or writing down macros for your gym, whatever thing you're trying to pursue, even if it's women, you need energy to shoot yourself towards it. So these last tips I'll give you, because you know where to put the energy. You know what happens when you don't do anything with your energy. And you know what it's like having no energy for life, a shallow existence. And you remember what it's like to forget why you're doing it. So some tips that I have written down over here, the tips I can give you to get more energy to put into your avenues of life. The first one I have written down is to put your phone down and get the work done. Often you're listening to music, you're jamming out, or you're watching, YouTube, and you're scrolling on Instagram. This is all genuine behavior of like a bad attention span. So we don't have to go into this crazy dopamine detox, but when you need to get some work done, you might not have no energy for it. But if you turn your phone off and take little baby steps towards the progress, that's when you're actually going to start feeling momentum and get into this flow-like state of work. So like today, I didn't want to record any videos, or actually I did, but I felt unmotivated because I got back from the gym. I was tired. I was scrolling on my phone. These are all excuses. So what did I do? I turned off the music. I exited Instagram, and I just put my phone down and I started recording videos. First of them were a few shitty, but I got into this flow-like state where I'm just talking and talking, and after this video, I'm going to record another one, and I'm going to forget to eat. So the first step I had to use, stop being distracted and do the hard work. Crazy. The second one I have for you is to amp yourself up. Maybe it's in the gym and you're feeling down, like you're just unmotivated. You're kind of tired. Sometimes it's all right to put that music on and turn it all the way up and amp yourself up. Watch a crazy video of people fighting and feel the testosterone run through your body. The downside to that, though, is if you're constantly blaring this hype music, everyone knows what it's like when your music becomes trivial. That song that got you into that mood no longer does that. It doesn't hit the same. It's like a drug. You need a higher dosage now with the methods that you amp yourself up. Another thing is breathing. Breathing can amp you up. Maybe you're about to do a heavy set. You want to start breathing heavy. Not calm, not controlled breaths. Go crazy. But the music part, the amping yourself up, that's all a skill of maybe tone back on it and only play those songs when you want to hit a PR in the gym. That's what I have. Whenever I feel like a surge of adrenaline, like I ride motorcycles and I'm crazy, so I want to ride that adrenaline high. So I put on this one playlist that gets me amped up, and I can put that playlist in the gym and my heart just starts beating like that without me even thinking about it, because my mind is tuned to that music. Another thing I have is setting small goals. This is maybe a little bit more in the long run than like the instant moment. But if you're hitting, let's say like every day you want to wake up at 5 a.m. and you set that alarm and you go for it. Just nicking off little goals, little achievements, some check marks, that feels amazing. And you want to do that every single day. When I go to the gym, I mark down on my calendar which days I went, and I feel motivated. I feel happy that I'm ticking those off. Tick, tick, tick. So whatever it is with your aspect of work or whatever you want to achieve, maybe you want to go out and talk to strangers. Okay, how many strangers did you talk to this week? 1. Okay, next week it's going to be 2. And then next week it's going to be 4. And next week we're going to do 5, and we're going to maintain. So just little nicks of goals of whatever avenue of life you're trying to pursue or do, just set little goals along the way, daily, weekly, monthly, and that just helps the journey continue smoothly. And kind of into that is momentum. Just once you start doing the difficult thing multiple times, you have more energy to do it. Imagine you never worked out. That first workout's going to be straining. But if you stop working out for a few months after that, of course it's going to be hard to get back in the gym. You haven't been doing it over and over again. How are you going to bench 225 when you haven't been hitting chest at all? When you haven't barely been working out? You need the momentum, the accountability to have clean progress. And we kind of discussed about that. Another thing, what we discussed again, was getting angry, sad / emotional. Remembering why you do this could be sad, could be something that gets you angry. I never want to jerk off again because I remember how painful it was to be addicted to porn. So you use that momentum and you remind yourself, like we talked about, and maybe you get a little sad because you remember it. You get a little angry. So you think, screw that, I'm never doing that again. And we all fail, but you use those emotions in a controlled, rational manner to have energy, aka just not do it. And my last thing, which to end the video off is pretty fun, is whenever you're in a tired state and you don't have flow to get your schoolwork done, your YouTube work, your business, going to the gym, talking to those girls, is caffeine. I love caffeine. Do I have it all the time? No, I actually don't drink coffee anymore. I have a cup of coffee once a week. But I reserve it for those days that I really need to get work done, like today. Not to say I'm super amped up and, what is Maxwell like when he's not off caffeine? Or when he's off caffeine, excuse me. But I had a energy drink today. Only like 140 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, something like that. But caffeine's great to getting the mind going. I don't think you should be addicted to any substances. But something like that, a kind of healthy drug to slingshot your energy into all aspects of life. So hopefully this video was a help and you understand a little bit more about this energy that you have inside of you, whether that's fueled by emotions or lust or your goals and achievements. Now you can go out and have high energy to pursue your goals. So go out there and go crazy.